way to mute today is this knob. It's got to be on 6.
Justin, I need to do anything with that iPad.
If you want to shut off the...
Got mine. Ready to hit the button whenever.
Both of us? Yeah. If you want to use just yours, I can do it. I'll show you.
I'll let you mute. I'll always take my headset off, you know.
Yeah. If you take it off, I'll turn your... I think let's let them do the national anthem and the prayer and everything before we start talking.
Yes, we will. With tears in our eyes.
Please rise and remove your hats for the presentation of the colors by the Wando Junior ROTC Color Guard and the playing of our national anthem.
Let's go, boys!
Thank you. A reminder, the Oceanside Senior Recognition Program will start in 2 minutes.
Pre-game activities all set to begin here as Oceanside Land Sharks are going to be playing the Hanahan football team. Both teams coming in undefeated. Tonight's senior night. So we'll see the seniors walk onto the field as a part of pregame ceremonies. Kickoff delayed a little bit. Normally the kickoff is supposed to be at 7:30. I understand it's going to be pushed back to 7:40 because of senior night activities that will be taking place down on the field. Small senior class this year for the Land Sharks. And of course we're having the senior night early this year.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Oceanside Football Senior Recognition Ceremony. Tonight we honor student athletic trainers, senior cheerleaders, and senior football players. First, our senior student athletic trainer. Unable to join us tonight is Kelly Barnwell.
Callie Barnwell is the senior athletic trainer, not able to be here tonight, but the PA announcer is going to go through everybody who's a senior and their bio.
And her favorite memory at Oceanside is celebrating the region championship win over Timberland. We know you're watching tonight. Congratulations, Haley. And now our senior cheerleaders. Our first senior cheerleader is Julia Dean, escorted by her mother, Julie Dean.
Now going through the cheerleaders. We're going to let the PA announcer walk you through this part of the pregame.
Julia plans to attend South Carolina and major in social work. Her favorite memory is all the friendships that she's made and watching the team grow. Ladies and gentlemen, Julia Dean.
Come on, dude. Play.
Our next senior cheerleader is Kelly Flattery, escorted by her mother, Deborah Flattery. Kelly has been a member of varsity cheer for 4 years and has been an all-star competitive cheerleader for 9 years. Kelly plans on attending.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. Technical difficulty there, Robert.
Her favorite memory at Oceanside is being right here, right now, cheering on Friday night game. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelly Flattery.
Yeah, Brian, we're on the air, buddy.
I get a little excited on Friday nights. Been trying to warm up my voice here for a couple hours.
Lucy is involved in the FCA, the G team, and student council at Oceanside. Lucy plans on attending Anderson University to major in youth ministry and hopes to become a children's minister. Her favorite memory is all of the team bonding and spreading land shark joy on game days. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucy Peacock. Ladies and gentlemen, a final round of applause for our Oceanside senior cheerleaders.
Senior cheerleaders getting a nice hand from the crowd here at Johnson Haygood Stadium on senior night. As I said, it's taking place early on in the season this year because with the pandemic, you never know when it might be our last game, and we wanted to make sure to have an opportunity to honor these seniors.
Our first two seniors are number 1, Blaine Throckmorton, and number 3, Bryce Throckmorton.
And we'll let you listen to the PA announcer.
Bruce and Katie Throckmorton. Blaine has been a part of the Landshark football program since his sophomore year and hopes to continue playing football in college. His favorite memory is celebrating with the team after the win over Timberland last year. Bryce has also been a member of the Landshark football program since his sophomore year and looks forward to moving to Nashville after college. His favorite memory is celebrating in the locker room with the team after beating Gray Collegiate last year. Our next senior is number 11, Fletcher Files, escorted by his parents, Kurt and Kimberly Files. Fletcher has been with the football program for 4 seasons and also played varsity lacrosse for 3 seasons. A member of the National Honor Society and Student Council, Fletcher plans on majoring in engineering in college. His favorite memory at Oceanside is meeting and making lifelong friends. Our next senior is number 20, Lamar Prelo, escorted by his parents Lamar and Portia, grandmothers Rosie and Nina, and grandfather William. Lamar has been a part of the Landshark football, basketball, and track programs and is involved in his church group away from school. Lamar looks forward to becoming a best-selling author and a physician assistant after Oceanside. His favorite memory? Dusting Coach Gates in the sprint. You'll never beat me, Coach.
That was a good one.
Lamar Prelo, number 20, being honored now on the field right at the 50-yard line. In case you're just joining us, it's senior night, and pregame activities are honoring all of our senior players.
First season with Landshark football and also the National Honor Society and senior class president. Ben plans on attending Clemson to study biochemistry Taram and Jeannie
You might need a new camera, girl.
Webb has been a part of the varsity football team for 3 seasons and is also a member of the Landshark basketball team. His favorite memory is celebrating in the locker room after beating Savannah Christian. Our next senior is number 64, Jackson Lynch, escorted by Jerry Lynch and Lisa Dyke. Jackson has been a member of the Oceanside football program for 4 years. He looks forward to playing football in college while studying civil engineering. His favorite memory at Oceanside is meeting all his friends and the first year of camp with that awful food. Our next senior is number 72, Mickey Lee, escorted by his parents Joe and Laura Lee. Mickey has been a part of the Landshark football team for 4 years and has also wrestled for 4 seasons. A newly inducted member of the National Honor Society, Mickey plans on studying pre-med in college and going on to open his own private practice. His favorite memory is winning the first region championship last year and making it to the lower state championship.
Let me just interject to say, Brian, I don't want to wrestle Mickey Lee.
No, he's like, I believe he made the state finals at Wando. So Oceanside does not have a wrestling team, but if you go to Oceanside, you can go do track and wrestling at Wando, and he went all the way to the state finals, I believe.
That's amazing.
You don't want to wrestle him. 295 pounds, 6'4".
2 tons of fun, Mickey Lee. Anchors that offensive line.
The team captain as well. We got a barn burner tonight, boys. I'm gonna tell you that.
Rendarius Gully, number 74, now out at midfield, being honored. Another senior, Landshark.
Gentlemen, final round of applause for your 2020-21 Oceanside football senior class.
So the seniors have been honored now, and we're getting ready for the players to run out onto the field.
Nothing wrong with a little AC/DC before we do a little kickoff.
And we got a little special decoration here for the first time, a big old shark's head. Team's going to run out through that in just a minute. Then we'll be officially starting this broadcast. Thanks for joining us.
Everyone says the feed looks good.
You let him up here somehow?
Oh, he's got it closed off. You got to go.
Yeah, he can go down there.
Oh,
He can go there for it. My son, he's got 2 million followers. He
That's amazing. Sings the Land Shark theme song.
He does. You put him on there.
Play the song.
Huh? What?
We gotta play our song.
We're just milling around here in Johnson Haygood, getting ready for the game to start. A little bit delayed today because of senior night. And we already had the introductions of the senior players and cheerleaders and trainer, all as we get ready for a big game here in Charleston, the first home game of the season for the Sharks.
Now, this is a shortened season, Robert, but these two teams right here are 1 and 2 in the region. Winner tonight should win the region, take the first playoff seed when the playoff starts back in November.
Just 2 more conference games await after tonight. Next week, the Sharks will travel to Beaufort and play Battery Creek. The week after that, well, they're not traveling anywhere. It's a home game,
Both
right?
of them are home games,
Yeah.
and you got followed up with Academic Magnet.
Yeah. Every time I think of playing somebody in Beaufort, I think of that playoff game against Whale Branch last year.
The Mud Bowl.
Oh, my gosh, we almost washed away. It's a miracle nobody got electrocuted
Yeah. They had
or drowned.
4 inches of water in the middle of that field all night. That was fun to watch.
Citadel Stadium has a brand new artificial turf, and it's high-quality, first-class stuff. Last week, the team played at the new stadium up in North Charleston, where we crushed the North Charleston team by a score of 62-0, and they have a new artificial turf up there, but it ain't this stuff. We have a new cameraman with us tonight, Justin Kepley.
We'll see how long there, Robert. You just got a hand sometimes. Sometimes you didn't get the camera straight.
He's got big shoes to fill, but if you don't see something on the camera, it's not Brian Powell's fault
Ain't
tonight.
my fault this week.
Looks like all the seniors may be going to be captains tonight, Brian.
No, I like that. It's a good idea. This is a short senior class. We got, what, 12 players, seniors? We got all returning senior. Our entire defense is all juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. So next year we will be returning every player on defense.
A lot to look forward to in the 2021 football season for these Land Sharks. But right now, let's just enjoy what we got right in front of us.
I'm just happy we have football on, to be honest with you.
No kidding. Several months ago, I think we all had big questions about that.
It is nice to see Friday Night Lights on here in Charleston. You can see the bridge from here. It's a beautiful night, beautiful stadium.
And, of course, the pandemic is the reason why we're having a senior night so early in the season. Normally that would be your last home game of the season, but in an abundance of precaution, in case there's not a final home game later on, we're getting the seniors honored right here and right now. Of course, the 4 permanent captains for the season for the Sharks are Mickey Lee, number 72, and he's a senior, as is Lamar Prillo, number 20. Fletcher Files, one of the permanent captains, as is Carson Arnold, but Carson's not out there tonight.
Is he here?
They're sending out number 3, that's Bryce Throckmorton, with the permanent captains, and then the other seniors out there are Blaine Throckmorton, number 1, Webb Baxley, number 39, number 64, Jackson Lynch, that big offensive lineman, number 26, Ben Thompson, linebacker and wide receiver, and Rendarius, number 74, Gully. And we hear shark music in the background. Maybe you can't hear it.
Oh, I hear
It's a nice backdrop as the referees toss the coins. Coin. It's kind of cool up here.
We've got AC to our backs as we are in the press booth, and we got the the breeze off the ocean. I can smell the salt in the air.
And we're going to have a high-quality video and audio for you tonight because at the Citadel we're able to get a hold of a good internet cable, and that makes all the difference. We're not broadcasting over a cell phone. We won the toss. We elected to receive.
Let's get that ball and go.
We want to take the ball and drive it down the field.
I'm here. We have a special guest in the stands tonight, Keegan Williams, our stud running back last year. I don't know how many yards he had last year, but he got a little ride scholarship up to little Charlotte, UNCC.
I think he had 123,000 yards last
That's
year.
crazy, dude.
That's what it seemed like.
Little shifty little back. Good kid. Awesome. Good news to see him here tonight.
We got a lot of our alumni. Dylan Seabuck was standing on the sidelines earlier. We saw Walker and Cooper Rue, I think. At least one of them was spotted.
Yeah, his dad's here tonight, too.
Coach Joe Call over there now walking down the sidelines as his players get ready to run out of that shark's mouth for the first time.
With the little Guns and Roses on the radio.
It's a blackout at Johnson Haygood Stadium.
Down there with all those big teeth, little tent down there.
Pretty darn cool. Wonder if we can find something at Amazon.
Y'all ready to go? Whoa, Nelly!
This is Brunson
And Brian.
and we're here to bring you senior night. Oceanside Land Sharks taking on Hanahan for the conference championship in all likelihood.
It's a big ball game tonight. It's all playoff seeds. Starts right here.
Both teams undefeated. Neither team has given up a point on defense all year long. Of course, it's only been 2 games with this delayed season. Jacob Ashley leading the crowd out with the American flag as they ran out onto the field.
I think my hamstrings are a little tight.
What does it tell you, Brian, that we elected to receive?
We want to crush it right down their throats, what we're going to do. Our offensive line is insanely large and fast. We've been playing together a long time.
Yeah, look.
We're probably average, I don't know, 6'4", 6'5".
It's impossible for us to tell you every pancake block that takes place on every play. A lot of times our eyes are on the ball and the skill position players, but watch the line during this game and just see how many times they put other guys on their back.
Yeah, when you talk about a pancake block, we're taking the offensive lineman is taking his defender to the ground. And right, we saw plays last week. We had one play with 3 pancake blocks, 3 defensive line on the ground.
Zay Offord and Rico Harrell are deep on the 5-yard line for the Land Sharks as we ready for the biggest game of the season so far. 12-minute quarters, and the ball is up in the air.
Yeah,
Rico Harrell takes it on the 6. Rico up to the 20-yard line. And they're going to bring him down at about the 21.
He's still going.
No, Rico bounces. He gets up to the 25. I thought for sure he was going to go down when they hit him there at the 20, Brian.
I say it every week. You get the ball in his hands. He's fast, one of the fastest athletes on our team.
Garrison Kepley is going to be trotting out as the starting quarterback tonight. Of course, the junior. Lots of juniors on this team in leadership positions on both sides of the ball. As Brian said earlier, there are no seniors starting on defense.
We've got 2 seniors starting on the offensive line. That's it.
That'd be Mickey Lee and Jackson Lynch. The other offensive linemen are Jacob Ashley, Monroe Freely.
Going a little no huddle here. Starting off the game. I like it.
And Will Gauze. Garrison takes the snap. Swing pass to the right side. Going to lose a couple of yards.
Flag. You got a flag on the ground.
Flag comes in there. I think number 1 was in on the tackle. Chris Espinoza from his cornerback position.
It's like holding on Oceanside.
Well, we're bragging on that offensive line. And we get a 10-yard penalty on the first play.
Wow.
That's going to make it 1st and 20, and we dig ourselves a little hole, enhancing the likelihood that Garrison is going to put it in the air. I think Lamar Prelow got the nod at running back. He's in behind the quarterback. We got a strong right formation, one receiver to the right. Hand is to Lamar on the right side. They drag him down. Lamar picks up 5 and maybe 6 yards up to about the 20.
Carried by number 20, Lamar Prelow.
Jacob Ashley leading the block over there from his right tackle position. Now we got 2 wide outs, still in a run formation, but Garrison's going to throw it. He has a man downfield.
He hit him right in the hands.
Oh, my
Right in the
goodness.
hands.
Bryce Throckmorton is going to have nightmares about that one.
I think he's got a little injury there on his finger.
Brings up third down.
You get a pass like that, could usually break a pinky. He's been we got some of the trainers on him right now.
3rd down and about 14 yards to go.
Yeah, he snapped it.
Definitely a passing formation. We got 3 receivers on the right side. Zay Offord is headed over to the wide right position. One of those receivers is the sophomore, number 8, Cole Strickler.
You got 3rd and 15 here. It's definitely passing down.
Lamar still in it, running back. Garrison takes the snap, throwing all the way, looking to his left side. No, Garrison might run it. Then he throws it. He has a man wide open. Oh, how could he drop? Oh, my goodness. Fletcher files number 11. Another senior with Butterfingers here tonight.
He was looking upfield. He didn't take it all the way to the hands, look it down. He was looking to go get some yards and drop the ball.
Fletcher was wide open. Wide open. And Garrison put it right where it needed to be.
Perfect passes on all 3 of those.
Looks like we got the jitters here to start this game, and we're going to have to punt it now from our own 20-yard line.
Now, folks, we usually don't punt.
Coleman Franzone, our punter, stands at about the 6-yard line, takes the snap. It's a good one. The punt's kind of a line drive, hits it in their territory and takes a tremendous bounce. Rolls all the way down to their 30-yard line. 50-yard punt.
Well, this is when I get excited, when I get to see that defense come on the field.
The defense did not give up. I don't think they gave up a first down. I know the first-string defense didn't give up a first down last week at North Charleston. They're a bunch.
Yeah, I think we gave up JV. We had our JV in the second half, gave up 1 first down.
Let's start with those 2 tackles, Timmy Castine and James DeVoe on that defensive line. We'll get to everybody else in a minute. Hanahan starts out with the quarterback in under center. They run an option offense. Quarterback is just going to keep it right up the middle, picks up about 3 yards.
Yeah, Robert, this team loves to run. That's all they do is run. They'll usually switch it to the left or right side, pack it up. We got a lead blocker, both these running backs. You got a senior that's 6 foot, 195 pounds. It's fast, and you got a freshman about the same size as well, so they kind of rotate them.
It was Shelton, the quarterback, a senior, on that first carry, which might signal they're going to try a little ball control, time-consuming drive here. At 2nd down and about 7 yards to go. Clock is running, 10.5 minutes to go. 2 wing backs, 1 running back with the quarterback under center. 1 man goes in motion. He takes the handoff around the right side. We get right on him after he picked up a couple of yards.
Still going. He's still gaining another 4 yards.
Well, number 17 at the bottom of that pile is Zach Higdon. Zach is a sophomore and one of our leading tacklers on defense. Number 13, Cameron Seabuck, is out there today, Brian. He was hurt last week. Good to see him back on the field.
2 weeks ago, he got his bell rung, had a concussion. They held him out last week, but he's a sophomore, one of our fastest kids playing safety, I believe.
3rd down, 3 yards to go. Hanahan on their first drive. Oh, he gets hit. Rhett Powell makes the hit short of the line of gain, but then number 34 keeps those legs going and picks up the first down. Josh Shaw, he's the freshman, 6 foot, 195 pounder. And so far, Hanahan, under their first-year head coach, is doing exactly what they want to do. Controlling the line of scrimmage, running the ball, chewing up the clock. Shelton coming in now under center. He's got 1 wide out to the left side. 1st and 10. The ball's on their own 43-yard line. Quarterback hands it off to number 20. He picks up a couple before we push him back
Carson
Again,
Arnold.
number 17 was in there, as was Timmy Castine at the bottom of that pile.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go, 8:46 to go on the clock. Here in the first quarter at Johnson-Haygood Stadium. Hanahan on offense. Oceanside unable to do anything with it on their first offensive opportunity. Shelton in under center, has a man in motion, fakes the handoff and keeps it. He's pulled down from behind and tackled, but he picked up 4 or 5 yards. Going to be really close to a first down. Timmy Castine chased him down and dragged him down from around his hips.
I'm wondering where my linebackers are. Somebody's got to come out and plug a hole.
The defensive ends are Dana Brunson and Marcus Adams. Linebackers, Carson Arnold and Rhett Powell. As I said earlier, Cameron Seabuck is the sole safety. Rico Harrell and Zay Offord, your cornerbacks. Now the quarterback has a 1st and 10, the ball in Oceanside territory, and Hanahan wants to call a timeout. No score, just under 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter in a really big ball game in Region 8-3A between two undefeated teams who haven't given up a point on defense all year long. Art Craig, the head coach of Hanahan, coached and won over 200 games at Timberland, ran this same offense with great success there. He won 2 state championships while at Timberland, and both he and Coach Joe Call of the Land Sharks made big moves in the offseason. Craig moved over from Timberland into North Charleston, Hanahan, where he coaches the Hanahan High School team. And, of course, Joe Call came over from Somerville, where he had coached for 5 seasons previously. Hanahan wearing the white jerseys, orange hats, blue breeches, look kind of like the Florida Gators. We're all in black tonight. So, 1st and 10. The ball is on our 47-yard line. Shelton in under center with 2 wingbacks and 1 running back, number 20 back there with him. Put a man in motion left to right and hand it to him. He's hit and brought down by the left defensive end.
He even lost his helmet, too.
No, that was number 30, the transfer from Somerville.
They have him playing up at defensive line?
I don't know where he came from, but he made that hit. I thought it was the defensive end.
They got him. Yeah, it's either defensive end or another outside linebacker, but he's lined up on the line, I thought.
Yeah, Marcus Adams is in there at left defensive end, but Shaw, number 30, is playing outside of him.
Right, yep.
Right on the line of scrimmage.
So we got 4 down linemen, and he's playing outside of that. Almost like a corner, but we have another corner behind that. So we're loading up on the run. That's basically what we're trying to do here.
Quarterback takes the snap, this time from the shotgun, hands it off to his running back who bolts up the middle. Number 39 on that carry is Kevon Rivera. He's the freshman, 5'8". Now it's going to be 3rd down at about 4 yards. Clock down to 7 minutes and moving here in the first quarter, no score. Shelton again going to show shotgun formation. He's got 1 running back with him and 2 wide receivers out to the left and a wing back. 1 man comes in motion. Quarterback fakes the handoff, tries to run it, pitches it at the last minute.
That was a forward pass.
It was completed. Quarterback pressured by Dana and then throws it out to his running back. Number 3.
He pitched that forward. That's an illegal play. Yeah, there's a flag. I called this thing right.
Travis Brown. I'm going to buy you a hot dog if you got that one right, Brian.
You know I'm always hungry. Now you're taking the flag back. It was a forward lateral pass. You cannot do that.
Waved off the flag.
I'll still take that hot dog if you want to.
That's going to make it 1st down for Hanahan. A slow and steady drive. It began on their own 30-yard line. It's gone about 34 yards. It now is on the 36-yard line of Oceanside. Oceanside hasn't given up a point all year long. Hanahan posing the biggest threat of the season. Puts a man in motion right to left. Hands it off.
Get on him.
Oh, we bring him down. Number 12.
You stop him. You get that far back past the line, you got to make a stop. We stop him back there, and he still pulls off 4 yards.
That's 4 painful yards. It's going to be second down now and about 5. Line of scrimmage on the 32-yard line of the Sharks. Quarterback mostly's been under center, but the last few plays he's been in the shotgun. This time he's going to be in the shotgun again. Number 39 is the running back with him back there in the backfield. That's the freshman Rivera. Quarterback takes the snap. He's going to throw it for the first time. He has a man over here on the right side in the flats, and it's completed. Number 3, Mason Wozniak makes that reception. Mason Wozniak. Another first down, Brian. They're just grinding up yards and getting first down.
Somebody's got to come up and make a stop. We got to make some adjustments too.
5:25, clock is moving. Quarterback comes in, brings the play from the sidelines with him. Looks like we got our full complement of first stringers still out there on defense. The quarterback hands it off to the freshman running back, and Timmy Castine introduces himself, and Dana helps out. The two of them bring him down.
That was a good team tackle.
That's going to be a loss of 4, maybe 5 yards on the play. Timmy introduced himself to the freshman in the backfield and pushed him back a little bit, and then Dana came in and finished the job. 4:40 now on the clock. It's ticking. First quarter, second down, and 11, maybe 12 yards to go. Line of scrimmage on about the 32-yard line. Hanahan hustles up to the line. They're going to be shotgun formation. 3 wideouts to the left. Quarterback wants to throw it, but flags.
False start, delay game. They called timeout.
Yeah, I didn't see a flag, but I heard whistles, and indeed it was the second time out of the half for Hanahan stopping that play before it got underway. It looked like the quarterback had 3 receivers over to his left, and he was rolling that way.
A little early in the ball game to be using up 2 timeouts.
That it is. 4:24 on the clock. These two teams, of course, region rivals for the first time this year. Oceanside moved up from AA to 3A. They're in Region 8, along with Bishop England and North Charleston, Academic Magnet and Battery Creek. We've played and defeated Bishop England and North Charleston, yet to face off against the Raptors of Academic Magnet. And I don't know what the mascot is of Battery Creek quite yet. Hanahan is the Hawks. And after the timeout, number 12, the quarterback Shelton, brings his troops back up. He's still going to be in the shotgun formation. No, he's under center. He's got a strong right formation. 2 receivers split out to the left. The freshman, number 39, running back is back there. Now he's going to drop back into the shotgun and put a man in motion right to left.
They're throwing it.
Shelton looking to his left. Has number 3 in the flats. He doesn't throw it to him. He's hit and brought down at about the 25-yard line. Going to be well short of the first down.
We got 10 yards to go for the first down.
That was number 17 again on the tackle, Zach. I'm looking at the wrong team. Yeah, Zach Hagden, the sophomore, had a heck of a good game last week as well.
This is probably going to be 2-down territory for Hanahan. I don't think they have a kicker. I wouldn't bet on it.
3 wideouts to the right. Shotgun formation. Throwing situation. 3rd and 10. The quarterback looking downfield. Good coverage.
Got him.
Yeah. That was James DeVoe who made the first hit. And then Timmy Castine came in.
Doing a little dancing, slinging for the fence, baby.
Oh, Timmy, now don't overdo it, buddy.
I just pulled my back out watching that dance.
How long do you think he practiced that maneuver?
That was a long swing to the fence.
But give James DeVoe credit. He came in there and exploded that play. 3:26 now on the clock. It's moving. Brian said they might go for it on 4th down.
This is punt formation, but you got your quarterback on the field too, so.
Got to keep your eye on number 12.
I don't know why you're punting from the 30.
It's about 4th and 16 to go. The line of scrimmage on the 31. Bad snap. The punter has it up. It might be a pretty good punt. It's short. It takes a bounce
Got in the end
towards
zone.
the end
Yeah.
zone. Oh, and it just crossed it
So they
into the
gained,
end zone.
they gained 10 yards on that. I don't know why you'd ever punt from that formation.
So we're going to go back on offense.
You got to go for it.
Boy, that Hanahan team chews up a lot of clock.
Robert, we got to come out and go back to the old smash mouth football. I'm talking about running, use that offensive line, burn some clock off, and see if that defense can stop us.
Let's wear down those white jerseys here early in the ball game. On our first drive, Garrison had a couple of passes that were right on target to senior receivers, and both of them dropped them. And that killed that drive. We were 3 and out. Now we're going to have 3 wideouts right and 1 to the left. Garrison's got a new running back, Vaughn Blue, with him in the backfield. He takes a survey of the defense, puts a man in motion, and takes the snap.
Oh.
He bobbles it, and Garrison's just going to keep it on a busted play, I think, picked up 2 or 3 yards. I think the plan was for Garrison to hand that off to Vaughn, but the snap was bobbled a little bit, and Vaughn was gone before Garrison could give it to him. You got to move fast if you want to give the ball to Vaughn Blue. We got 3 guys wide left, 1 right now. Vaughn still in the pistol formation behind the quarterback. Takes the handoff. Vaughn has a little room, but the linebacker moves in and closes and makes the tackle. I think that was number 26 who was in on that tackle
25.
for Hanahan. Will Denard. Yeah, he's the left linebacker. So Garrison's back in the shotgun, sort of the same formation. Roll back, wants to throw it, zings it
Got it.
downfield.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
He had it right into the receiver's hands. Well, the receiver had to leap for it, and when he did, he got hit hard.
He got stuck pretty good. He's a little weeble wobble down there.
I can't tell who that was. I think it was number 8, Cole Strickler,
Cole Strickler.
the big, tall sophomore receiver.
He got his little bell rung on that one.
Brian, we got to punt it again. My goodness.
Yeah, it's a little rare.
4th down and 8. As Coleman Franzone comes on to boot it for the Sharks. 1 man deep at about the 45-yard line of Hanahan Hawks. Can't see his number from here. The punt is going to go to him. He calls for a fair catch. That's number 3, and it's right at the 50-yard line. Travis Brown on the reception of that punt.
Well, we got two yards. Sorry, I'm stumbling on that one, but it's 2 yard gain on that last drive, Robert. 2 yards.
Not a good start offensively at all. We're 3 and out twice in a row now from deep in our own territory both times. So the defense in their blackout uniforms are back out there on the field. Rhett Powell, Carson Arnold, those linebackers. One of the defensive linemen's kind of late getting out there.
Is that Will Goss in there?
Quarterback is in there under center, and he's going to pitch it back to his running back who gets through the line and still on his feet. Number 34, that freshman. Finally, we bring him down. It's the cornerback, number 15, Rico Harrell, who has to do the job. I'm told Will Gauze, number 56, is now in there, defensive tackle.
He went right up to the
I'll tell you,
line, dude.
Brian, I've watched Will Goss play football for many years, even before he was in high school, and he was always best on defense. I've always wondered why he was an offensive lineman and not a defensive lineman.
He's one of our meanest players, high character, high motor.
So Shelton's in under center now. He's got a double wing formation with a fullback, number 20, in the backfield. He's going to put 1 man in motion and hand it to him. We hit him right at the line of scrimmage.
That was a good team tackle right there.
I can't tell who that was. That was number 30, Sawyer, who met him, stood him up, and stopped him. That's a loss of about 2 or 3 on that play.
I don't know if you saw Goss, but he blew up the center, went underneath his feet, and grabbed the quarterback's foot. Quarterback couldn't get away from him. He didn't even have the ball.
So it looks like Will and James DeVoe are the defensive tackles now.
2 juniors.
And so is, I think, Timmy Costine. I think we've got 5 defensive linemen in there now. That's what's going on. Trying to stop that run. Oh, he jumped off. I think that was Will. Will, I think, playing his first snaps on the defensive line this season. If he played before, I didn't see it. That's going to give 5 free yards to the Hawks of Hanahan. The line of scrimmage now is going to be 31-yard line. Hanahan has spent most of their offensive snaps on our side of the field tonight, and that's a weird feeling.
Now this game's going to come down to the trenches like it's showing up right now.
Yeah, they're not messing around here. They
got
call a timeout. They already have spent 2. No, there's a flag down.
It's on us again.
So we're not looking good here in the first quarter, folks, on senior night. 10 free yards we've given up without the necessity of Hanahan even needing to snap the ball. It's going to make it second down as the first quarter comes to an end here at Johnson Haygood Stadium. And we'll switch directions on this beautiful artificial turf field. There's no score in your ball game, which I guess is the way it ought to be for 2 teams that haven't given up a point all season. So Brian Art Craig's offense is looking like it's executing very well here in only his 3rd game as head coach at Hanahan.
They are. They're not making any mistakes, but we're also hurting ourselves, too. There's a lot of penalties already. We started out the first game of the year. We had 20 penalties for 120 yards. We fixed that last week, had no penalties. I don't know how many we have tonight, but it's got to be 4 or 5 first quarter. That's not a good average.
We've also had a couple of dropped passes.
All right. We always seem to start off a little slow, and they just start pounding it on.
We do. We need that offensive line, the strength of our offense, to take control here. But, of course, before that can happen, we got to be on offense. And right now, we're just trying to keep the Hawks from putting points on the board. So it's going to be second down and about 4 yards to go for Hanahan. The ball on the 26-yard line of the Sharks. Oceanside decked out in their black uniforms. In both of their first 2 games, they were all white. Of course, they got the teal blue numbers and O's on their helmets. Quarterback is under center with 1 running back behind him, puts his man in motion left to right. Quarterback hands it to number 20. No, he keeps it and he tries around the right end. He's got some room. Zay Offord dives under his ankles and trips him, but not before Shelton picks up a first down for Hanahan.
I'm sorry, but where I come from, you never let a quarterback get outside of you.
Jonathan Shelton playing at quarterback for Hanahan. He's a senior, 6'1", 175 pounds, kind of a tall guy at quarterback. He runs it some, hands it off some, doesn't throw it much. 2 wideouts are split out left now. There's a wing back on that same side. 39, Rivera, the running back. They're going to do option. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he gets hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like to see
Castine in at the bottom.
I got to say, I enjoy seeing quarterbacks get hit. Good, clean hit.
And Timmy Castine has been in on a whole bunch of plays thus far in the game. Jace Kraftchick coming out now to play a little bit of linebacker.
Yeah, Rhett looks like he's got something wrong with his helmet, so he came to the sideline.
Carson Arnold, the other linebacker, out there in the Land Shark stalwart defense. Shelton takes the snap, hands it off to his running back right up the middle. We hit him and bring him down. Somebody was around his ankles pretty early on, and that was Carson Arnold.
Well, Kraftchick was in there, too. It was a good tackle. We got 3rd and 8 here. This is important. Red's coming back in.
There comes the junior Rhett Powell wearing his number 7. Plays a little bit both ways. Almost always at linebacker and sometimes at running back. Shelton now with a 3rd down and 7, tries option right.
Get him.
We contain him on the right side and he tries the middle and has nowhere to go.
They got 4th
Dana
and
forced
6.
him into the middle and Rhett made the tackle.
That was Dana Brunson, right?
Yeah, our boys played some teamwork defense there. Now it's going to be 4th down and about 6 yards to go.
They are kicking it here, Robert.
They're going to try a field goal. About a 32-yarder if my math is right, which is often not the case.
Gee,
How do you get drawn off sides on a daggum field goal?
Well, that gives you another 5 yards up. Now it's going to be 4th and 1. Now they're going to go for it.
Zay Offord, the freshman, making a big mistake
They
there.
just pulled out the kicking team. They're going for it now.
A good coaching move by Art Craig there.
Will Goss is coming back in. They're pulling out one of our secondary guys.
So we're going to beef up the offensive line with Will Gauze, James DeVoe, Timmy Castine, Dana Brunson, Marcus Adams, I think. Over there on that left defensive end position. 4th down and 1. Shelton in under center. He might just keep it.
Quarterback sneak.
He's going to try and draw us off again, and we don't have anything of it this time. And they call timeout.
They got no more timeouts the rest of the first half.
So Art Craig thought that worked pretty well on the extra point attempt. He was just going to try it again.
Man, penalties are killing us.
They are, but on the bright side, Hanahan has yet to put a point on the board. But I got to say, their offense is looking a lot better than ours so far here in the first half.
True that.
9 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Oceanside has gone 3 and out on both of their drives, which were pretty deep in their own territory. Now we trot back out on the field to defend this 4th down and 1. Hanahan not clearly signaling yet whether they're going to go for it or kick. Looks like they are going to go for it. A bunch of big bodies crowd up around that football on the line of scrimmage, but we got some big guys in there too.
We got a different running back in there too for Hanahan. I'm going to pick out a quarterback sneak right up the middle here.
Shelton keeps it. He tries the right side, and we bring him down.
Oh, it's close.
Our left defensive end over there was there to make the play.
It's awfully close.
Looks like James DeVoe and Sawyer may have been in there.
First down.
Our guys are saying it's not. Their guys are saying it is. That means it's close. The ball spotted really close. It looks to me like they got it, though, Brian.
I think they gave him a really good ball placement on this one.
The nose of the football is right on the 10-yard line. And no signal yet. They're going to bring out the chains. I think this is the first measurement we've had all season for a first down. Of course, we haven't been up.
Oh, barely. They got a first down.
And the ball nose just across the stick. And so in their slow, methodical, and to us painful way, Hanahan continues to grind it downfield, running it just about every play, picking up first downs and chewing up clock. Now the quarterback, Shelton's still going to be under center. He's got 2 guys with him in the backfield. 2 tight end formation, pitches it back to number 34. He's got room through the line on the right side in the end zone. Touchdown, Hanahan Hawks. Josh Shaw, the 6-foot junior, scored a touchdown running through on the right side of their offense through the left side of our defensive line.
They do an awfully weird extra point kick. They all line up to one side right before they snap it, and they move back to the middle of the field. Very odd.
So Oceanside
Calls timeout.
gives up their first points of the year to the Hanahan Hawks. Conference 3A rivals, both teams undefeated. And here in the first half, we've got about 8 minutes and 43 seconds to go as Hanahan, I guess we used that timeout, right?
Yes, we did. Yes.
Timeout was on us. Hanahan has used 2 of their 3 timeouts already in this half, but that's a small consolation.
Well, it's the importance when you get the ball first half, first drive, and you stop slinging it. No one's catching the ball. You don't get on the rhythm, and Hanahan comes out and runs the ball every time. They keep driving it right down our throat. And penalties. Yeah.
Now we're going to be playing from behind. Looks like Shelton. I don't know what they're doing.
That's very odd.
Shelton is the holder for the extra point kicker. So you got to keep your eye on him. I don't think that's the same Shelton, though. Anyway, puts it down. The ball is up.
It's good.
And good. Number 18 is the kicker. That's Blake Morris for the Hawks. So the score here at Johnson Haygood Stadium is 7-0 in favor of the visiting Hanahan Hawks. And the Land Sharks need to get their fins moving here and start generating some yards on offense. Not much social distancing going on in the visiting stands. People over there are pretty bunched up together. They got a good turnout for the ball game, though. I think there's a 1,000 ticket limit here at Johnson Haygood Stadium, where the Land Sharks are playing all of their home games this year.
Watch the outside!
Oh my God, Justin gave me a heart attack.
That's quarterback's dad. He's a screamer.
So, number 18 is going to kick it off.
I am calling a kickoff return for the Oceanside Land Sharks tonight.
Blake Morris puts it up. We got two guys deep. It looks like it's going to go over Rico Harrell's head into the end zone for a touchback.
Not on this one, but sometime during the game.
Yeah, we kind of have to touch it in order to run it back.
That was a good kickoff.
Yes, it was, and we're not used to that either.
No, we never see that.
Normally, our kicker, Spencer McKinley, puts it out of the end zone, and we have the other guys backed up pretty deep, and now it's happening to us. So, it's a blackout night for the Land Sharks on senior night. First home game of the season here at Johnson Haygood. Garrison Kepley comes out now with a tight end. Dana at the wing position on the left side and three receivers.
Run the ball.
That looks like what we want to do. He hands it to Lamar. Lamar goes over that left side and picks up 4 yards. Brings it up to just shy of the 25-yard line. So Lamar Prelo trots off the field after that first carry. And the sophomore Vaughn Blue, number 24, runs out there onto the field. Dana this time is going to put wing right position. 2 wide outs on the right and 1 to the left. Garrison back there in the backfield in the shotgun with Vaughn Blue, takes it. Looks, he wants to throw. Downfield, oh, he had number 1. And he caught
did catch it. Wow, I thought it was intercepted.
Tell. It looked like it might be intercepted. Blaine Throckmorton, the senior receiver.
Wow.
And Garrison really fired that ball in there. Blaine was diving for it, and it was hard to see if he caught it or if the defensive back did.
Yeah, the hand-to-hand safety was reading out as the quarterback came up and almost picked that one off.
That makes it 1st and 10. The ball on our 38-yard line. Quarterback hands it to number 24, Vaughn.
Get outside.
Vaughn tries to bounce outside.
See
He's
it, baby.
got a first down.
Show the speed.
Go, Vaughn Blue.
Show me the wheel.
Go, Blue.
Show me
go.
the ball.
Vaughn Blue all the way down to the 21-yard line.
All right. Let's wake up a little bit, boys.
So offensive coordinator Brian Powell calls it right. Hand the ball to the running back and let him follow those big offensive linemen. I think Dana had the block on the corner over there, so I'll give him a little credit. Quarterback takes it, hands it off to Vaughn again, who tries the left side. This time doesn't pick up much, maybe 1 or 2 yards.
So we got plenty of firepower. We just got to slow it down a little bit. Stop making mistakes. Play our game ball. Let's go.
They're going to give him 1 yard, maybe. And that'll make it 2nd down and about 9. Our best field position of the day by far. The ball, easy for me to say, the ball, B-A-L-L, is spotted on the 20-yard line. Garrison, of course, still in the shotgun. 3 wide outs and a tight end. Fakes the handoff. No, he gave it to him, and nice run, Vaughn, all the way down to about the 15-yard line. Vaughn Blue hit that hole really fast.
We got 3rd and 4 here.
It's a big 3rd down play.
What are you doing here? I'm saying we're running. We're running 2 plays in a row here.
Zay offered the freshman wide receiver, runs out onto the field as Garrison hands it to Vaughn. It was an RPO. He gave it to Vaughn, but he had nowhere to go.
Put him in right there.
Now it's going to be 4th down and about 4, maybe 5 yards to go.
I agree. Lamar's coming in at running back now. I say pound it. Put the big fella in there.
We're definitely going to go for it, I reckon.
We got a timeout here.
We've got a good field goal kicker. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
I don't need field goals, Robert.
I don't know. 4th down and 5. It looks like it might be a low-scoring football game, Brian.
You usually take your points.
I think I'd take those 3 if I was the coach, which, as we all know, and they're thankful, I am not. Offensive coordinator, Antoine Rivens. Jalen Hill also plays a big hand in coaching the offense. He's got the tight ends. Head coach Joe Call coaches the running backs. And Evan Gates has the wide receivers. And here we come out onto the field. We're going to go for it on 4th down. Lamar Prelo, the senior, is going to be the running back. Looks like Garrison is going to go shotgun. And we've got 4 receivers out there. One of them, Rico Harrell, is in sort of a wing position on the right side, which is unusual. Oh my gosh. We got another penalty.
I feel like I'm watching JV football right now.
That's
They
Bryce.
can't watch a football on the field.
Bryce. Receivers. Lamar below the Garrison wants to throw.
Run it.
Garrison's going to run it. No way he's going to get 10 yards out of that. He didn't get any.
Nothing.
Give credit to Hanahan. They stopped.
No, we stopped too.
I wasn't looking down. I don't know if there was good coverage there.
Looked like it was good coverage.
Garrison had not a ton of it, but if he had an open receiver, I'm sure he would have fired it. Instead, he tried to run it around the left side, and there was really nowhere to go. So, the only good news at this point is that Hanahan doesn't have great field position. They're going to be starting at their own 23-yard line. And it's 5:55 to play here in the first half. We're in the second quarter now. Quarterback is in the shotgun. He puts a man in motion, takes the snap, wants to play option, keeps it up the middle, picks up close to 10 yards. Jonathan Shelton, number 12, is their quarterback. And he just faked the pitch and ran it right up the middle. That's going to not be enough for a first down, apparently. The chain gang is a little tangled up over there. I can't really tell you exactly what the down and distance is. Or is there a penalty?
Yeah, it's looks like offsides on Hanahan.
Oh, hallelujah.
I know. Finally, know we got one.
Looks like it might be more than offsides.
Wow.
No, it's
Illegal
5
shift.
yards. Illegal shift. So that's a big break because they would have had a first down there. I didn't see the flag hit the turf. So Shelton now is going to go with 2 wide, right, 1 to the left, and a couple of running backs back there in the backfield, one in sort of a wing formation. Clock starts, 5:47 to go. Shelton wants to throw it right, has a man over there, at least a target, but can't get it to him. That was number 16, the intended receiver, Mason Brady. So now it's going to be second down and 15. And the clock is stopped with the incomplete pass. One thing that Hanahan, of course, does to you when they just grind out those first downs is they chew up a lot of clock, too. Three receivers and a wing back. Quarterback is going to hand this one off to number 39. We wrap him up, but he just keeps going. He breaks out of that tackle. Carson, I thought, had him. My gosh, he's still trying to run the ball. The referees finally blow the whistle.
Yeah, he's like a little cannonball. It's hard to get him down on the ground.
That's Kevon Rivera, the freshman.
An odd defensive scheme we had. We had one linebacker on there. With these guys that big at running and that fast, one linebacker makes it tough. We are lining up on the defensive line.
It looks like we've got our starting 4 defensive linemen now.
So Carson's over there on
Carson's
defensive end.
essentially a defensive end on
Yep.
the left side.
One linebacker again.
And Shelton, the quarterback, is going to take it, hand it off to that. No, he's going to keep it.
Drop it.
He didn't pick up much, maybe 1 or 2 yards, but that was a 3rd and 6. Now they're going to have 4th and about 3.
They're punting. Yeah, just watch the ball.
So it looks like the punter is coming out for Hanahan. Number 8, Blake Moros.
This punter's good. I've seen him kick a couple 50-yarders pregame.
Zion offered back deep for the Sharks. It's a high punt, end over end. Zay catches it down on one knee at the 42-yard line.
We got great field possession. Just come out and play our game. We got 4 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second quarter.
We really need to get our offense on track. Our offense this ball game consists primarily of one play. A really long run by Vaughn Blue, who streaked right down the middle of the field. Picked up 40 or 50 on the carry, but he wasn't able to score, and we weren't able to get it in from 20-yard line.
That hurts not getting any points on that drive.
We tried for it on 4th and 10 instead of kicking the field goal. Anyway, Garrison now has 2 running backs, and he gives it to
he's
Lamar.
open.
Nice block
He's
over
gone.
there on the right
We
side.
got a flag.
A flag down.
Flag
Lamar
down.
Prelow is going to score a touchdown.
Looks like it's
I
coming
thought
back.
that was a great block over here on the right side of the line, and the flag hit the field. And surely it's going to be a hold.
Yeah, that's coming back, unfortunately. I don't think he got touched. Probably called it on a pancake block, which they call holding on that when you do that sometimes.
I couldn't tell who it was that was making the, but there was a big hole for Lamar Prelow to bust through over here on the right side.
Well, we've seen 2 plays like that we've taken to the house almost.
I'll be interested to see that replay at some point. So they march off 10 yards on us, and it's going to be a 1st and 20 for the Sharks. The ball spotted on our own 33-yard line. 4:07 to go here in the second quarter. Sharks are trying to put some points on the board. 3 wideouts left and 1 right. A delayed draw, handoff to the running back,
Go Vaughn.
Blue. Go Vaughn, he's got a lot of room.
Oh.
They bring him down at the 50, but he almost gets enough for the first down.
Good play.
Vaughn Blue picked up about 17 yards on that carry.
That looked like a busted play. They came in, it looked like they blessed and had him wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage.
It was a draw, but Vaughn looked like maybe he didn't get the handoff cleanly.
Yeah, just looked strange.
But then once he got it, he took off like a bolt of lightning. Garrison now on the shotgun. Tries to give it to Vaughn again, but they stop the play with the whistles.
Looks like this is on the defense here.
That would be good because it would be enough for a first down. Yes, offense, offsides on the defense. And the Sharks get a freebie. And we've given away enough of them tonight.
Well, these referees sure are flag friendly tonight.
These are not the same ones who were at the North Charleston game, let's put it that way. 1st and 10 now on the 45-yard line of the bad guys. 3:18 to go, clock is ticking. The Sharks all looking over to the sideline to see what they're supposed to do. Vaughn Blue is in at running back. Dana goes in motion left to right. Garrison hands it to him. He follows the blocks over there on the right side.
Go, Vaughn. Go, Vaughn.
Jacob Ashley pushes this guy out of the way. And Vaughn Blue takes
That's
full
not
advantage.
even Vaughn. We got the wrong player, Robert.
The right tackle, Jacob Ashley, moved his man at just the right moment. And Vaughn blew by it.
That was Lamar. Lamar's actually had the ball, but it looked like Vaughn. We got all mixed up here.
Are you kidding me? That was Lamar?
That's Lamar.
I just like saying Vaughn Blue. Anyway,
Oh.
Lamar fumbled it. Lamar, we were just talking about what a great play made, and he took the handoff and fumbled it at about the 6 or 7 yard line.
Talking about shooting yourself in the foot. Wow.
A turnover. just when we were finally taking control with the offense. Penalties, and now a turnover. Things no head coach likes to say about his ball club. And now our defense is going to have to keep Hanahan from getting more points. They got a long way to go. They like to chew up clock, but they've only got 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Shelton is in under center now. Pitches it back into the backfield.
Come on, get on.
One of our big guys grabs him and throws him down. I think that had to be James DeVoe, number 90. Yes, it was. James busted up that play. They were able to pick up 1 or 2 on it.
I don't know why we're not calling timeout right here.
2:24 on the clock, and it's moving. Hanahan leading by 7-0 here in the second quarter. First home game of the season for the Sharks. These two undefeated teams likely playing for the region championship. Shelton under center, puts a man in motion, hands it to him. That's number 34, the big guy with the strong legs. I mean number 39, Rivera, the freshman, I believe. Nope, that's 34. That's Josh Shaw. They've got a 34 and they've got a 39, both of them running backs, and it's kind of hard to tell them apart from here. Dana got credit for that tackle. 1:48 on the clock, but they picked up a first down. The ball's line of scrimmage is about their own 18-yard line. Shelton pitches it back. Running back has good blocking for him, but then he stood up. I believe that time it was 39. Yeah, that's the freshman Rivera on that carry. He picked up somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 or 7 yards.
Carry by number 39, Javon Rivera. Stop by number 9, Carson Arnold.
Carson Arnold on that stop.
8 of 6, 2nd and 4.
Linebacker. We're sending off one of our big defensive linemen. Right now we've got DeVoe and Castine, Adams and Brunson on the defensive line. Second down and about 4 to go. Quarterback under center. Hands it to his running back who tries the right side of the offense and doesn't get much. Pushed back again. James DeVoe was involved in that play. I think Rhett might have been there too. Down at the bottom of that pile. James DeVoe limping a little bit as he comes up. I think Marcus Adams was around the ball as well.
I hate to see that with James DeVoe. We can't see him going down.
Yeah, he's still favoring that right ankle, it looks like. And when this timeout ends, it's going to be third down and about 1.5 yards, maybe 2. Hanahan with the football in the lead. They're up 7-0, 50 seconds to play here in the second quarter at Johnson Haygood Stadium. So the Hawks of Hanahan haven't given up a point all season, and now it's going to be through one full half of play here against the Land Sharks. And I would have taken a bet if somebody had told me the Sharks wouldn't have any points in the entire first half.
We left 10 points on the board.
We got lots of mistakes. We've seen drop passes. We've seen penalties. We've seen a turnover. We've seen long runs.
Hanahan's played a clean game so far.
Lamar Prelo had a really long run, or no, it was Vaughn Blue that was called back for a penalty. Anyway, 3rd and 1. Shelton hands it to his running back. He tries the right side of that line, and he doesn't go anywhere. Definitely going to be short of the first down. And definitely at the bottom of that pile, Rhett Powell and Carson Arnold. And Timmy Castine, the PA announcer says, I didn't see him at the bottom. I saw both of the linebackers in there. So they're going to give him a first down on that? I say with a question mark at the end of the sentence.
Definitely a first down. It didn't look like we stopped him.
So 24 seconds, clock is moving. Not sure that Hanahan is going to take too many chances now deep in their own territory on offense and with the lead. They're probably content to go into these nice locker rooms at the Citadel and catch their breath.
Sloppy football on our side.
And that's going to do it for the first half of play here at Johnson Haygood Stadium. Land Sharks trailing at halftime. Actually, they're trailing for the first time all season in any of their games. Score 7-0, Hanahan Hawks in the lead. And we're going to take a break here, put the camera on the scoreboard, and we'll be back just before the second half begins.
this side judge that threw it.
Yep. Because he went to jerk his arm. He had his arm and he jerked his arm. He jerked his arm away from him like
It was this side judge, right? I went one too far.
Yeah, it's all right. We're looking at that hole in the long run. It looked like it must have been the wide receiver. Right there.
This isn't.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. Like when that 25 jerks his arm out because he can't get loose, it made it blatantly obvious.
I don't know. Did that hold even matter?
No.
The kid, he was already blocked out of the play. That little bit of a hold wasn't going to hold.
That was a different setup for us as well.
Yeah.
No, he was gone. He didn't even have to hold him. He was gone.
Dog it, man.
Fletcher had a great block downfield too.
And that's the first time they put two running backs in the backfield too. That first play.
And but the thing is, we hadn't been able to pound it and run it because we end up with a first and 20 or first and 15. Like so, it's like
watch Vaughn's block. Jacob's got a good block over here, and Vaughn just comes in and pounds the guy. Watch it.
Boom! He created that whole pile right there with that boom.
He kind of, it was like a little bit of like, who do I hit? Well, I'm just hit everybody.
I mean, that's when I was watching it in real time. I'm like, oh, what a great block!
Yeah.
And then they threw a flag, and I'm like,
Okay, I was moving the camera with. Did Fletcher just go to run upfield before he caught that ball here on the sideline? I was like going in between cameras, and I thought he had it, and then it was like, no, and I was like,
I thought he had it too.
Fletcher just dropped too many. Walker was money. Every time.
And Joel was money.
Joel could do something.
I still think Strickler, I mean, he went up to that and I mean, that kid racked him right in the ribs as he was exposed right there. I mean, that's one of those like,
He was totally
that's a tough ball to hold on to getting hit like that.
We come out in the second half, we're gonna straighten it out. They're gonna get it straight in that locker room. Somebody's getting it to them.
Well, the offense was really sparking.
Yeah.
Late in the second quarter.
I mean, the thing is, when we're not behind the 8 ball, and it's hey, I need to get this to say
Easy now.
could you go over to my truck and get that football? I think it's a ball. It's in that Gatorade bag. Okay, please. Oh, she's like that. She's even bigger than this.
Even Morgan said we suck today.
But I mean, the thing is, against a coach like that, my thing is, I like thrown back to keep them from busting like a 60-yard run. But hell, they're just going to pound it and hopefully get a first down. I'll stack the hell out of it and take a chance. I mean, I don't want to give up a touchdown right before half, but he's not the kind to gamble that much. I don't think he wasn't going to, he wasn't going to throw it or wasn't going. I mean,
Give him credit.
hole right there. Yeah.
Right in our strength.
Yeah.
And I sure as hell hope he changes early.
Is that ankle been bothering him that you know of?
I don't know. He looked fine until that play.
Well, one good thing, guys, it's only 7-0.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Oh, and there's a
perfectly
whole half. I mean, we can score. And look, here's the thing. Look how quick
Yeah.
we've had 3 runs that could have all been touchdowns easily. I mean, we got a. I'm just going to tell you that. I mean, Lamar ran pretty good on that. I mean, he was running. I guess he's faster than I thought he was.
Yeah.
But
Lamar's got some speed. Lamar.
Yeah. I thought he was throwing.
He was flying.
Brett hasn't been out there on running back yet.
I think they're focusing on defense.
I like Red on that 3rd and 5. Down here, just 2 times in a row.
You can't put Vaughn in there at 3rd and 5. You want the middle, dude.
We get a touchdown called back. There's 14 right there, guys. Come on, man. And then the one,
Then we got a penalty and had to go 4th and 10 instead of 4th and 5.
Right. I don't want to see like a pick 6, but like that one where Garrison's running out of bounds. There's that part I'm just going to say, dude, just throw it into the corner end zone. If somebody comes up with somebody, if they come up with it,
right.
who can, I
Doesn't
mean,
matter,
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we can't get a rhythm.
No. No, the penalties are slowing the whole rhythm down.
Well,
That's it.
I mean, we were getting some big holes
Yeah.
Yeah. We just got to pound the rock.
towards the end of that second quarter.
No penalty, pound the rock, we'd be fine.
We're doing way better running it right now than throwing it. I mean, the receivers aren't catching it. Was there 3? I think there were 3 blatant drops.
I think we've thrown 4
least.
passes and 3 of them have been dropped.
Oh, I didn't get the
Yeah,
stats.
one was a circus catch out here that he made.
Yeah.
You know, he's lucky.
Those 3 passes to start the game off, hit him right and square in the hands, every one of them.
He was talking, he came up like his finger was hurting.
Who?
Whoever dropped that one pass and he kept
Number
going
1?
like it hurt his finger.
Looked like he broke his one
Garrison
finger.
said that he's bad about, instead of catching it like this, clamps it. I wonder if he clamped his hand like that and it just.
We've rushed for more yards than they have. We have 111 yards rushing, and they have 83.
Get out of here.
We're averaging 9.3 yards per carry.
I'm not throwing the ball, I'm going to pound it down their throat.
3.5.
And Garrett's run for 4.
Yep.
Remember who he completed it to.
That one pass.
We're in Throckmorton.
Yeah, that's right.
Right here on the 50.
So let's see. Lamar has 47 yards and Vaughn has 64.
Don't get penalties. Go on one. Go on one. Don't even give our guys an opportunity to jump outside. I mean, we're winning. We're winning the rush.
We're going on a don't move and jump.
Right.
Wide receivers.
Yeah. I mean, somebody that doesn't have somebody in front of them. I mean,
And a
you know,
defensive corner.
it's different when you're like a tackle, sort of, and you're like, I'm gonna get back there, but you're a. I mean,
Watch the ball. No, move to the ball.
go to snap. I mean,
I don't care what the snap is. Look at the ball.
when your first move, when you're coming off that line, it might be a. I mean, so it's not like it's a race. I mean, even though it's, you know what I mean. A lot of times your first move is a shifty or sidestep or something.
The difference in the game, we've got more yardage than they do. We've got more rushing yards than they do. But we have 4 first downs and they have 10.
How many flags?
How do you do that?
They're
Welcome back to Johnson Haygood Stadium, where we're finishing up halftime. And the Oceanside Land Sharks are trailing their region rivals by a touchdown, 7-0, as Hanahan has taken advantage here in the first half of their grinded out option offense. We kind of struggled to stop them, and they had a couple of long drives, but were only able to capitalize with points one time. Surprisingly, Oceanside had more yardage, 124, in the first half than Hanahan, which had 95 yards, but Hanahan had 10 first downs compared to Oceanside's 4. And Brian, we made just about every mistake in the book at one time or another, and that's really what the difference is, don't you think?
Yeah, Hanahan's playing very clean, just to burn the clock kind of offense, playing good, but we can't have the flags, drop balls, and penalties. It's killing us.
Other statistics from the first half, we had one really costly turnover that we lost inside the 5-yard line. Penalties, Oceanside had 5 for 35 yards, and Hanahan had 2 for 10 yards. The stats don't show dropped passes, but I can recall 3 important ones that our receivers were unable to bring in that would have also spelled a difference in the first half. In terms of rushing, Lamar Prelo, the senior, had 47 yards on 4 carries, and Vaughn Blue had 64 yards on 6 carries, both of them averaging over 10 yards a rush.
So I don't know why we're slinging the ball. I'll just be pounding the rock. Spencer McKinley's getting his first kick of the night. Usually you see him 4 or 5 times a night, especially in the first half.
Oceanside in the first half averaged almost 10 yards a carry. But that's courtesy of really 2 big long runs, one of which Vaughn Blue busted, the other Lamar Prelo. Lamar also had a long touchdown run that was called back by a holding penalty. We looked at the video on that one during the half, and it appears that it might have been holding on a wide receiver that made no difference in the play. Otherwise, excellent blocking. Spencer with a short kick, not sure what's going on there. That went out of bounds. That was just a mistake.
Is it Halloween tonight?
I don't know. It's 2020 and anything can happen.
We're going to get a penalty on that too. That's going to be a 15-yard loss on a kickoff.
So yet another mistake. I was going to say the only area of the game where we haven't had a mistake was on special teams, and well, there you go. So Hanahan's going to have it now on offense. Shelton, the quarterback, is going to be in the shotgun formation. He hands it off to his running back. No, he keeps it around the left side.
Good play right there.
Man, we're waiting for him.
That?
I think that's Sawyer over there, isn't it? Number 30.
Yep, that's him. Great defensive stop.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one faked out on that one. But I'll tell you this. That was great defense by our safety, number 30. So now it's going to be second down, 10 yards to go. Line of scrimmage on the 35-yard line of the Hawks. They're going left to right, wearing the blue pants and white jerseys and orange helmets. We bring some guys up to the line of scrimmage. And we hit the running back. James DeVoe, and a flag comes flying into the middle of that line of scrimmage.
That had to be an offensive holding.
That's usually a pretty good sign when the flag goes into the pile. Let's see what the referee is going to tell us, though, officially. Face mask on the Land Sharks. That's a 5-yard variety, not a 15. So that's some consolation. Our defense looking pretty stiff here as we start the second half. Second down and about 6 yards to go for the first. The clock crossing the 11-yard mark. Hanahan trying to convert here. The quarterback is going to be
Red Powell. Red Powell. No!
Powell.
That's my boy.
Driver.
That's my boy. Hey, Powell drove that quarterback. Put him right on his back. Yeah, I like to see that. I told him to make some plays today.
I think Daddy's kind of excited about that tackle.
That'll be a highlight this week.
And he gets a high five from Carson Arnold, the other linebacker out there. As now Hanahan is faced with a third down and a little over 5 to go with 10:33 to play here in the third quarter. It's a stop and play now, not sure why. As Hanahan comes up to the line of scrimmage, big third down for them. We need to stop them right here and get that ball back and put some points on the board.
Option right,
play.
come up.
Dana
Yeah!
forced the hand
What
of
a
the
hit.
quarterback.
Rhett Powell
and then
again.
Rhett Powell came in and made the tackle.
He's on fire.
Rhett
Punt it, baby. Just punt it.
got the message at halftime. And we played that option play perfectly. The
That was.
defensive end forced the pitch, and then Rhett came in and finished the job.
I need a little special teams play right here by number 5. Let's take it back to the house.
Blake Morris, the punter for Hanahan. Number 5, the freshman, Willie Offord's son, Zay, is back at about our 25-yard line. A slow, lazy snap, but a
There you
nice
go.
punt. Zay's getting away from the ball.
Get it. Take it.
Takes
Come
a
on.
terrible bounce for the
Can't
Sharks.
do that.
I don't know. Zay didn't want that one for some reason.
Come
but,
catch it and take it up. You got to go upfield, north and south.
Doesn't work out well for us, and our special teams are not exactly exemplary thus far in the third quarter. At the 9:33 mark.
We're starting at the 8-yard line.
8-yard line, but you know what, Brian? What was happening late in that second quarter was our offensive line was opening huge holes.
No.
And that's all we need to do here.
I'm looking for run left, run right up the middle.
Yes, sir, Bob. Give those running backs an opportunity.
We got a 2-back set here, too.
It's the same formation we were in when Lamar broke off that long touchdown run that was called back. This time,
Broken
Garrison, keeper, goes around the left side.
That's how you get your quarterback hurt, too. Looked like a busted play.
I don't know. I think that was a designed run.
Vaughn looked like Vaughn went the wrong direction.
Well, it was weird because the running backs each went the opposite way, which is not what you would expect. So you're probably right. That was a busted play, and Garrison just tucked it and ran. So now it's going to be second down and about 9 yards. Line of scrimmage right at the 10-yard line. We're deep in our own territory, just under 9 minutes. Garrison in the shotgun with 4 wideouts, split evenly. He throws it to number 5, Zay Offord. Zay, get through those tackles, Zay. He gets up to the 28-yard line and a big first down.
Put it in his hands every opportunity he can. Kid's got speed, great athlete, good hands, and he's a freshman.
Best pass play of the day by far, as Garrison Kepley, the junior, connects with his freshman teammate, Zay Offord. Zay stays in the game all alone over here on the left side. We're going with 4 wide receivers and 1 running back. Hand off to the running back. I think it's Vaughn. He's hit at the 30-yard line and driven back, but he picked up positive yardage. Looks like they're going to give Vaughn 3 or 4 yards on that carry. Zay Offord picked up about 8 yards as he scrambled after that reception a little while ago. Now we're back in the 2-back formation where Garrison has Vaughn Blue to his left and Lamar Prelo to his right. 2 wide receivers out right, 1 to the left. Garrison surveys the field, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, play action pass, throws it. He has a man. He had Rico Harrell, but he overthrew him. Garrison was rolling out to his right and threw on the run, and the pass was too far over Rico's head. Now we're going to have third down and about 7. I don't know. I think I'd keep with that run a little bit more.
Yep. That's what's working.
Although we did have the nice completion to Zay Offord that kept the drive alive earlier. Anyway, now we're going to need another one of those because it's third down and about 7 yards to go. Garrison standing on the 25, takes the snap, looks to his left, sings it over there. Complete, first down. Bryce Throckmorton, number 3, caught it at the 40-yard line
First
and
down.
went right out of bounds.
Good catch. Yeah. I won't repeat that one.
A big first down conversion for the Land Sharks, as the line of scrimmage is just going to be on about our 39-yard line. Single running back, pistol formation, wide out, split evenly, zinged over to Bryce again, but this time Garrison threw it into the turf.
Passing complete, intended for number 3, Bryce Throckmorton. Second and 10.
Bryce Throckmorton had a little room over here in the flats, but I'm not sure he would have gone very far even if that had been completed.
That was a good play by the Hanahan defensive end. He got right in Garrison's face, and Garrison kind of threw it off balance.
That's going to make it 2nd down and 10. 7 minutes, 31 seconds to play, third quarter. Hanahan leading Oceanside 7-0. We're trying to put some points on the board. Hand off to Lamar Prelo around the right side. Lamar doesn't get much, only back to the line of scrimmage.
Carried by number 20, Lamar Prelo.
He had the tight end leading him over there and blocking, but there were too many white jerseys.
Gain of 1, 3rd and 9.
Hanahan closed in on that play quickly. And now we're shifting personnel. Zay Offord comes off the field. Blaine Throckmorton, number 1, the senior twin, is over here on the right side. All the players looking over to the sideline for the play. The tight end is going to stay in the game in the wing position, pistol formation. Garrison looking at the defense, takes the snap, throws it downfield. He has his man, complete.
First down.
All the way down to the 45-yard line. Bryce Throckmorton on the reception.
They must have got stickum on their hands. They're catching all the balls now.
Bryce had kind of a tough first half, but now he's really playing well as we're trying to play catch-up in the second. Again, we're looking to the sidelines. No huddle offense. Coaches on the sidelines signaling in the play.
I'd like a little draw play right up the middle here.
Antoine Rivens, the offensive coordinator. Garrison takes the snap, gives it to Lamar, right side, wrapped up, thrown down before he even gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 20, Lamar Prelo with the
So we're bragging on that big offensive line. But a couple of times here on this drive, Hanahan has really closed in on the running backs. 2nd down, close to 10 yards to go. 6:20 and the clock is moving. We're going to go with 2 wideouts each way. Looks like Vaughn Blue now in it, running back. Garrison looking downfield. Puts a man in motion right to left. Takes the snap. Garrison with time. Guys, his man. Complete. Close to a first down. That's Zay Offord, I'm pretty sure.
About a yard, half a yard short. It's all right.
Zay all the way down to the 36-yard line, 37 rather. Needed to get to the 36, so now it's 3rd down and 1. We're going no huddle. We're bringing in a tight end. Sending off Zay after he made that big catch. He almost broke loose of that tackle and got the first down, Brian.
Guys, that was close. He almost had that first down there.
Vaughn Blue, the running back. Garrison looking over to the sideline.
Short down!
3 different coaches, and finally Joe Call calls a timeout and brings his offense back over to the sideline. Looked like we had some confusion trying to get that play in. Garrison was looking a little frustrated as he waited. We got 5:23 to play here in the third quarter. In case you're just joining us, Oceanside trailing 7-0.
And we hear the jumbo package. We put in all the big boys in there. They only got 1 yard to here. You got to get that first down.
This is a big play coming up in a big ball game between these 2 new region rivals, both with brand new football coaches, both coming in undefeated, and both until tonight had managed to keep their opponents from putting any points on the board. But in the first half, Hanahan did score a touchdown here. We had one, but it was called back. We had a lot of big, difficult plays like drop passes and costly penalties and one fumble inside their 5-yard line.
Robert, I do know who's getting the ball in this play. That is number 7. I saw him wiping off his hand. So.
I formation. That, of course, is Rhett Powell, who's dotting the I. I think Timmy Castine is the fullback. Rhett takes it.
First down.
Pulls his way across the line of game.
Penalty on the play. Man.
First down. But there's a flag. You got to figure this is going to be maybe a holding, but
That's
last
on
time I said that, it was a face mask.
This is on Hanahan.
Yep, Timmy Castine is pointing in their direction. And they march off 5 yards. and it's a face mask against them. Well, payback is
5-yard
heck.
penalty. First down, Land Sharks at the 30.
Headphones wires tangled up. Anyway, it's a handoff. Running
Lamar.
back coming around the left side is Lamar. Crosses the 25, down to the 24. Picks up about 6 yards on the carry.
We're getting a little rhythm going here, Robert.
We are. The offense started looking good late in the second quarter, and we've carried it over here. We started this drive around our own 5-yard line, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
And it's been going for quite a long time. We're giving Hanahan a little taste of their own medicine here. We're going with 3 wideouts and a tight end in the wing position on the right side. Dana goes in motion now, right to left. Handoff following that block around the left side. Lamar Prelo gets
First down.
down to the 19-yard line, good enough for a first down.
It also stops the clock, which is a good, smart play getting out of bounds.
Lamar Prelo, the senior, here on senior night, converting another big first down for the Land Sharks. And I'm going to
That's 6 yards of play. They're taking a lot of time here.
credit my boy Dana. He had a heck of a good block, made that play possible. And looking at the
Good job, Dana.
replay. Now we're going to go with another odd formation where we have a running back and sort of the wing back formation. Bryce Throckmorton goes in motion. Garrison keeps it, but I don't think he meant to. That was a busted play. And Garrison's going to go down for a loss of 7 or 8 yards.
Yep. Missing blocks. Not doing the right play. I don't know if that was a running back or quarterback fault on that one.
Loss of 5 on the play. 2nd and 15.
That's going to make it second down, 15 yards to go. About 3.5 minutes to play in the ball game. We're going to go with 4 wideouts now. Sent the tight end to the sideline, 1 running back. Looks like Vaughn, I think, is the running back. Garrison takes it, drops, he's going to throw. Has a man. Zay Offord trying to come back to it, but the ball hit the ground before he could get to it.
This pass incomplete. Intended for number 5, Zay Offord.
So incomplete pass means
Third down.
third down and 15 yards now for the Sharks. We really need to put some points on the board, Brian.
Yes, sir, we do. Definitely a passing play here.
End zone camera not detected. Open system status.
So we're going to go with, looks like 2 wide receivers left and 1 to the right.
It's probably fine.
No, we're going to have 4 wideouts in there, of course, on a 3rd and 15. And Vaughn Blue, the running back, gets to the left side of Garrison. Garrison now looking at the defense, calls for the snap. It's a bad one. He picks it up. He's rushed in the backfield, but it's a screen in and out of the hands of number 3, Bryce Throckmorton.
I don't think he was really going anywhere anyways.
I think that was a screen play
Yeah.
Brings up 4th down.
to the wide receiver, Bryce Throckmorton, but at any rate, it was unsuccessful. And now Spencer McKinley is going to come out and try and put the first points on the board against this Hanahan team tonight or all season long. But it's going to be a fairly lengthy field goal. Line of scrimmage on the 24-yard line. It'll be like a 42-yarder. Snap is good. The ball is down. Spencer's got plenty of length
Got it.
on it, and it's through the
Good.
goalpost.
All right. We're on the
3
board.
points for the Sharks.
I'll take that.
And finally, we're on the board. We had a long drive that kind of gave Hanahan a taste of their own medicine, chewing up a bunch of the clock and at least capitalizing with a tray. The score now 7-3 in favor of Oceanside. I'm sorry, in favor of Hanahan.
I wish it was on the side of Oceanside, but we're coming back.
Oceanside dominated in their first 2 games, beat Bishop England 27-0, and then they defeated North Charleston 62-0. Hanahan has also handily defeated their opponents, trumping North Charleston 52-0 and then Battery Creek 36-0. So Spencer McKinley now on the field for the 3rd time only tonight. He kicked off to start the second half, then he kicked a long field goal for us to put us on the board. And now, hopefully, he's going to boot the ball out of their end zone and put them down on their 20-yard line.
Yeah, we need an end zone kick here. He's usually pretty consistent by doing that on every kick.
Spencer gets all of this one, and sure enough, it goes all the way down to the goal line, and they're going to call that a touchback because the guy ran into the end zone with it. That was number 25 who wanted to run out with it, but you can't do that. Braylon Smith-Moore.
It's a good kick. I like it.
So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line for Hanahan. Let's see if we figured out the combination now to stop this option offense. We don't see offenses like this all season long until we play one of Art Craig's teams. And who is that coming in on the offensive line? That's Monroe Freeling. Monroe, the offensive tackle, now playing defensive tackle to see if we can clog up that middle. Right. And they hand it off to the running back.
Fumble.
We're saying we have it. All the black jerseys are pointing towards the Hanahan end zone.
Yeah,
and we're
we got
celebrating.
It. Well,
but the referees haven't made the official call yet. And they're talking about it. You watch that. I'm going to watch this.
2nd down. They're not calling a fumble on that play. Wow.
Man, we were sure happy about making a recovery that the referees said we didn't make. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 5 yards to go. As I said, Monroe Freeling is in there, or he was. Yeah, he still is at the defensive tackle spot, along with James DeVoe and Timmy Castine. We got 5 defensive linemen in there. The running back, number 25, tries to get somewhere, but Monroe Freeling introduces himself in the backfield, as did Timmy Castine.
How big is Monroe? 6'8", what? 250 pounds?
Officially, they say 6'6".
I got you, Robert.
Yeah, I'm stumbling, mumbling, bumbling. I don't have Freeling's stats here. I'm looking at the replay on that fumble, and I can't see.
Our coaches were pretty hot about it. They saw something.
It was hard to see.
That's a big play right here.
3rd down. 6 or 7 to go for Hanahan. Shotgun formation.
Got him! Got him!
Oh! Who is that? That's Mark. Who was that? James DeVoe?
That was Marcus.
That was Marcus
Adams.
Number 18. That's what I thought.
Well, that quarterback didn't even see him coming.
The right
sacked him right in the back.
Marcus, a sophomore.
D.
That was a dominant play, and it puts Hanahan in a 4th down and 15 position where they have to punt it.
I'd love to see a special teams play right here. Catch it, come up and get that ball and take it to the house.
Zay Offord, freshman now at his own, no, at their 45-yard line. Dana tries to block it, but they get it off. Fair catch.
That should have been a penalty.
Player is
Call a penalty.
But they don't drop a flag.
Golly, refs are terrible.
Dads are kicked off.
He called a fair catch there. You got to stay within the outside 2 yards of the play, and he hit him. No flag. Unbelievable.
So Oceanside's going to have it now, 1st and 10. The good news is we're in their territory.
Come on. I don't know why our offense sitting on the sideline.
On their own 44-yard line. Our offense over talking to Coach Rivens and the offensive staff.
Clock's rolling.
We're in the 3rd quarter. 1:11 on the clock, and it's stopped on the change of possession.
We got 14 seconds. They've got to snap the ball.
Let's go!
It looks like Monroe's
10,
not playing on the offensive
9,
line now.
8,
Yeah, he is. Still in that
7,
left tackle position.
6, 4,
3 seconds.
3.
Let's get the play off. Come on, Garrison. Take the snap.
Well,
we lucked out there.
Yeah.
Hand off to Von Blue. All the way through. Von Blue. 5. Touchdown. Did I get it right this time?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
That's what you do right there.
And that should have been a flag. The clock went down to 0 time left. They waited another full second. I don't know what the refs were looking at. There's a time clock right in the end zone.
We're going to forgive the referees for not making
We're
that
equal.
call.
We're equal now.
On the special teams play, they missed one and then they missed another one.
That's pretty bad refereeing
Anyway.
here. It's all right. I'll take it.
I got a bunch of dads yelling up here. It's hard to hear myself think. Spencer McKinley going to try and put us ahead by 3,
Got
and
it.
he does.
Nailed it.
With that extra point. P-A-T.
All
And
right.
now,
All
Red
right.
Sharks
All right.
are leading the ball game 10-7.
Now we can get excited.
That's what I'm talking about. Our defense stifled Hanahan on their drive, and they were unable to get a first down. And they had to punt it. And then we got great field position after the punt. And it only took one play for Vaughn Blue to be the streak of blue down the right hash into the end zone.
And Vaughn Blue was the player of the game last week. That's a pretty
Vaughn,
nice award for a running back that's a sophomore.
and he's probably got 120-plus yards now in this game. We have 1 minute to play in the third quarter. And in case you've been in another zip code, we just took the lead 10-7 here at Johnson Haygood Stadium on senior night.
Speaking of different zip codes, we got listeners from Jersey, Dallas, Tennessee, all over the country.
We got a listener from Sumter named Old Dean. Dana's grandma, she doesn't miss a game. Hey, Old Dean,
Nice.
thanks for joining us.
I like that.
Spencer puts this one up.
All right, I like
It's
this
a
guy.
knuckleball. Number
He bobbled
34, the freshman running back, grabs it, has it all the way across the
No,
20, still
get
on
on
his
him.
feet. Somebody tackle that guy. Number 34 crosses the midfield. He's just carrying tacklers with him. Great kickoff return. I said the freshman, but actually that was Josh Shaw, the junior. I keep getting those two, 39 and 34, mixed up. But Hanahan is in our territory on a big special teams play. And it's 1st and 10. We're nursing a 3-point lead. Under a minute to go, third quarter. We stifled Hanahan on their last drive, which they started from their own 20, and they went backwards on that one. Now they've got a bunch of guys up on the line of scrimmage, and they're going to try and run it. 39, the freshman takes it, gets
There
it
we go.
a couple yards downfield.
That was James DeVoe on the tackle there.
Picked up 2 yards, second down, 8 yards to go. Clock is moving with 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Tight ball game, 10-7. Oceanside in all black now holds the lead. They've scored the first points on Hanahan all season long. Hanahan now trying to run that option offense left to right. It's going to be a handoff
come
around
up.
the
There
right
you
side.
go.
He's not going
was that?
anywhere. We've got those big linemen in there.
He was in there. That was James DeVoe again, I believe.
James in there held on to the line of scrimmage. Monroe
Monroe
Freeling is
Freeling.
still in there, according to the PA announcer, Steve.
We don't know who's down there.
Our defensive line right now is Dana, Timmy Castine, James DeVoe, who's not limping anymore, Marcus Adams, and Monroe Freeling. So we got 5 big guys in there now.
Well,
which is a
they're
change.
breaking the plane of the offensive line pretty quick, getting through the gaps.
So we got a timeout on the field. I didn't see who called that one. Well, it's quarter. I'm sorry, into the third quarter. We're entering the final stanza here in downtown Charleston at the home of the Citadel Bulldogs.
Well, they're getting all fired up down there. Got to keep this momentum.
The fourth quarter is where conditioning becomes the biggest factor, of course. Hanahan's game plan is to wear down the opposition by running the ball right at them. But I'll tell you this, our guys look like they got full of energy right now, as our defense is going to try and stop Hanahan on a 3rd down and 8. Hanahan now going right to left. They're wearing the white jerseys, Oceanside in all black.
Like a
Linebackers
pass play here.
come up like they're going to blitz, and then they drop back, and now they're back up again.
Let's see a blitz. Blitz,
Quarterback
blitz, blitz.
looks like he wants to throw it around the left side. He's rushed.
Get
Rhett,
him.
get
Yes,
him.
got
Yes.
it, got it, got it.
Rhett Powell, the ball's on the field.
He's down on the ground.
The referee
He's
said
down.
the ground caused the fumble, but give credit. He couldn't quite catch him, but he grabbed his shoelaces and tied them together.
Oh, in the air.
Big stop for the Ocean Sark defense, and now Hanahan is going to have to punt.
Our coach is down there a little heated, but the ground cannot cause a fumble, and that's what happened. But it did look like a fumble at the end.
Well, we can look at it again here and see in a minute. But right now, the big news is Rico Harrell is back at about his own 9-yard line, and Morrell, the punter, takes the floating snap, boots it short. Rico looks at
Get it,
grabs
bro.
it, stumbles a little bit, spins, Picks up
Go, baby!
34.
Go!
Rico
Go!
Harrell!
Go!
Rico!
Go!
Across
Go!
the 40. Up
Oh!
to the 45
Oh!
to 50.
Oh!
Go, Rico!
Oh!
Go, Rico! All the way inside their 40-yard line.
I called that. I've been calling that.
A yellow handkerchief is on the field.
That's going to be holding coming
Down
back.
on the 21-yard line.
God, they love throwing these flags.
But nothing can negate that incredible run that Rico Harrell, the
These
junior
refs are pathetic.
transfer, just made.
I should let them just play the ball game.
The Land Sharks.
Anything exciting, they got a flag out there on the field.
They haven't
Good
called
Lord.
it yet, but everybody's headed back in that direction. You know it's going to be an illegal block or a hold. And they march off 5.
So the 50, we're down
Yeah.
at the 11-yard line.
And they say it was a holding penalty on the Land Sharks. So we make a big play on special teams that really was a big play. But the penalty guts it. And the Sharks are going to have it now on their own 11-yard line. I'm looking at the replay.
Well,
of
I'd
that
like to
punt,
say some
see
choice
if I
words
can
about
see
these
a
refs,
hold.
but I can't.
That block in the back right there.
No, good
That's
call.
when the flag went down.
It's a block in the back. I don't know.
So we're going to take it over on offense, and we've got Rhett Powell in and Timmy Castine. We're going to run I formation.
The jumbo package here.
Wing back on the left side. We put that guy in motion,
Golly.
and a whistle blows. That guy is Fletcher Files, number 11, the senior wide receiver.
It's the first
What is that, Brian? I didn't see what they call.
Let him play the game.
5-yard penalty for first down.
It was something on the offense, cost us 5 yards.
Field right now, but we can't freaking put ourselves in the hole like that. No.
Still, we're in the I formation. Fletcher goes in motion. Rhett takes the handoff, has a hole on the right side. Rhett Powell doesn't need much to pick up 5 or 6, and that's exactly what he does. Chad Greer texting us. He's watching us. Hey, Coach, wish you were here.
How come Chad never texts me, Robert?
He probably texted you. He did.
I'm busy. I'm doing the game. Hi, Coach.
He's commenting on your color commentary. All good. Anyway, second down, 8 yards to go. Everybody watching our offense, hoping we can pick up a big first down deep in our own territory. We're back in the shotgun formation. Garrison's going to throw it
Going it deep.
downfield.
Got it.
Oh, the receiver has it.
First
No
down.
flag.
First down.
I was a little worried.
Wow, he had to come back to it. You almost couldn't see the ball.
That was Fletcher Files, number 11.
Good catch, baby.
Making amends for a dropped pass earlier in the game. And it's a big first down for our offense just when we needed it here on senior night. So we're going to go now with 3 wideouts. Dana's back into the wing back. I
Pound
can't
the
tell.
rock.
I think that's Lamar Prelow in the running back.
It is.
Yep, that's Lamar. He and Vaughn look a lot alike from where I'm standing. Dana goes in motion left to right. Hand off to
That's
Lamar,
enough.
follows that hole, has a little crease, picks up 2, maybe 3 yards. Yeah, let's chew up clock now. How about that, Brian?
Well, I'd like to get a little bit more yardage there, but center got beat on that play. That was a good defensive play by Hanahan.
9.5 minutes to play in the ball game. We trailed most of the way, but now we're ahead when it counts, 10-7. We have it second down, 6 yards to go. The ball on our own 37-yard line. Wing right formation, 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left. Dana goes in motion, right to left. Garrison takes the snap, gives it to Vaughn,
Get
follows
upfield,
the
get
block,
upfield, get upfield.
gets up 5, 10, all the way down, close to the first down.
God, who was that? Will Goss? He was like 9 yards down the field, took the guy's helmet off.
This is the time in the fourth quarter when we want to see those big, strong offensive linemen just take control of this ball game.
It's first down.
We're going to keep the same personnel on the field. Vaughn's in at running back. Wing left formation. Handoff
Oh,
to
good.
Vaughn, has a block. Vaughn picks up 4 or 5 yards, maybe 6. 8.5 minutes, clock ticking. We're leading by 3. First meeting between Hanahan and Oceanside as region rivals.
Got Carson and Reddy.
They're going jumbo package again.
Yeah, we're bringing the big boys in. Carson Arnold and Rhett Powell, Rhett at running back. Carson will be the tight end. That means we're going to keep running the ball.
Yep. just keep pounding
Garrison
the ball.
has a little conversation with Carson, who comes up to the line now. We got 2 wide out, right, 1 left. Garrison in the shotgun, gives it. It's an RPO, and he hands it to Rhett. Rhett is really close to the first down. What do you think, Brian? Did your boy get it?
Yeah, we got 2 yards short, I think. 2 full yards. I'll go right up the middle again.
Man, that looked like a bad snap to me. I thought Rhett got more yardage than that, but they're closer than me. 3rd down and about 2. 7.5 minutes. 10-7 your score. Oceanside in the lead. Wearing their all black uniforms with blue numbers. Hanahan doing their best Florida Gator imitation with their uniforms. White jerseys and blue drawers. Looks like Carson Arnold is still in the tight end position. We switched out the running back.
Get upfield,
That's Vaughn. Vaughn
First down.
finds his way through and picks up the first down.
First down.
Vaughn Blue up to the 20-yard line, and there's Jacob Ashley
Just keep doing the same thing.
leading the block. So is Monroe Freeling, Mickey Lee. All those guys way downfield on that running play. So was the senior, number 67, Jackson Lynch. Let's give that line credit because they really are asserting themselves here in the 4th quarter, much to the chagrin of the Hawks from Hanahan. Now we got 2 wideouts left and a wideout in the wing formation. That's
High
Fletcher.
snap.
It's a
Oh,
oh no!
That was a good defensive play.
Oh my goodness. I didn't call that one very well, but Garrison faked the handoff right. Fletcher Files was in motion right to left and had some room over there in the left. But Garrison had a rusher right in his face, and the ball got batted up in the air. We were worried that might fall into enemy hands, but it fell harmlessly to the turf. 2nd down and 10. Handoff up the middle. Vaughn Blue tries to pick up 1 or 2. That's going to make it 3rd down and about 8 yards to go. Vaughn Blue with well over 100 yards running the rock here today.
Yeah.
We might run it on 3rd down. I don't know. We've had some big pass plays in this game. A couple to Bryce Throckmorton. Zay Offord had a big first down completion. So did Fletcher Files. Here in the second half, Garrison has spread the joy amongst his wide receivers. Vaughn dancing around in the backfield. Finally gets on the left of Garrison.
Run it.
Garrison's going to keep it. He fumbled the ball.
God almighty.
His hand was
I
going
don't think
forward.
if it was in motion or not. It looked
His
to
hand
me
was
like
moving.
He was holding up the pass. At any rate, the white jerseys have it on their 35-yard
His hand was going
line.
forward. I saw the hand going forward.
The hand was definitely going forward.
I just know there was a ball in it.
That's, well, I don't know. We're going to see it here in a second. My impression was he was trying to bring it back. He thought of throwing it, maybe worried that he'd already crossed the line of scrimmage, and he might have.
Again, I don't know. I don't know. I just love the running plays. Those could have been 2. That was 2 down territory. Run it again.
One more run, we're within field
So it's 5:45 to play in the ball game. It's nut-cutting time here at Johnson Haygood. Hanahan shotgun formation. Oh, my
play.
goodness.
James
DeVoe busted up in the backfield. The running back. No sooner did he have his hands on the leather than big number 90 introduced himself quite rudely.
I think his ankle's all right.
Sawyer, number
got-
30, also in on that one.
We got timeout on Hanahan.
Hanahan calling a timeout. It's going to be a 2nd down and about 12 yards to go. 5.5 minutes to play here in the ball game. And it's a tight one, 10-7. The Sharks leading their region rivals in what probably will decide the championship of this region. Looks like Will Gauze, our rock steady, tough offensive lineman is shaken up on the sidelines, being tended to by our medical staff and Coach Evan Gates. It looks like he's okay. Hard to say. Will, one of the team captains, as a junior, maybe the strongest player on the team.
That's the passing play right here, Robert.
Yes, it is. Second down and about 12 yards to go. Hanahan trying to pull ahead here. Rushed, thrown downfield.
Intercepted.
Intercepted. We wound up with it.
Who was
13,
that?
Cameron
Oh!
Seabuck, the sophomore safety, making a big
What a great
interception.
play. Great play. He went for the ball and he got it.
Cameron was playing center field on that play. And you know, Hanahan doesn't throw the ball much. That's not their thing.
Then that's why right there, Robert. Wow, that was a great play.
No shortage of excitement in this ball game. It's only a 3-point game. Hanahan just got the ball back on a turnover when we fumbled it, and then they throw it to our sophomore safety, and Cameron Seabuck, who's also a great baseball player, makes the great catch in center field. Garrison shotgun. Vaughn Blue.
Well, he got the
takes
defensive
the
change down
handoff.
there.
He's got some room. Vaughn just bolting it downfield.
Hey, coaches,
Following his
keep running
blocks.
the ball. Just keep running it, baby.
Jackson Lynch over there on the left side. Looks like we've got a different center in there. I think Mickey Lee is out. Got a couple of substitutions on that offensive line. Number 64 is in there at the left guard. That's Zach Champagne. Because Will Gauze is shaken up over on the sidelines. So he's in the left guard spot. Monroe Freeling, the left tackle. Garrison takes the snap, hands it to Vaughn. Vaughn thought he saw a little hole there, but it closed mighty quick.
Hey,
We
let's
also
run the
have
ball again. It's
number-
third and
Number 54, Shane Mahoney, also is in there now on the offensive line. So we've subbed out for a couple of our guys.
All right, Rhett,
Monroe,
let's go.
here comes your
Use the
jumbo
clock.
package.
Use the whole clock.
Pound the rock, use the clock. That kind of rhymed.
I said Shane Mahoney, but I think actually that was just Jackson Lynch, number 64, not 54. So under center now with a
Quarterback
strong
sneak
left
right here.
formation. Third down and 1. Garrison hands it to Vaughn. Vaughn
would
has the first down
Why?
and he fumbles the ball. We picked it up.
Why would you
I think
go
he
up?
was
We don't get
down.
first down.
Why would you go outside on that?
He had first down yardage, but then came back.
Yeah.
It was wide open.
Along with Carey. Fumble recovered by number 64, Jackson.
Got
So
timeout.
you're going to
anyway.
say that was a fumble and that we recovered it.
And we lost 3 yards.
So now it's going to be fourth down, about 4 to go. Clock has 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Clock becoming more and more of a factor as Oceanside clings onto a field goal advantage. Score 10-7 here at Johnson Haygood. Who called a timeout?
Hand to hand.
All right.
You got third and 1 yard line. We go outside on that.
He lost it just as he was stretching it over.
Yep. Yeah, he stretched it over. He stretched the ball over, got the first down, but then fumbled after that.
Hey, tell your mom at the end of the game.
The theme from Rocky is playing. At least Rocky 1 or 2 or 12. I'm not sure which one. So we're going to punt it, Brian,
Wow.
which I think makes sense. Our
does.
defense has been
I'll
playing
take
tough.
that. But we don't need it to go in the end zone. We need it to roll down past the 20.
Big punt for Coleman. Friend zone. Jace Krafchick back there in the backfield with him, directing
Trying
traffic
to
a
see if
little
we can
bit.
get him to jump.
Jace could take a snap on a fake, but no, it goes to the punter.
All right.
Let's
like
see if we can pin him down
Bounce,
deep.
bounce,
It takes a
get on
great
it.
snap for
Get
us.
on it, get
Can
on
we
it.
get to it?
Get on it.
Come on, fall on it, Carson.
Oh, my God. They stopped at the half-yard line.
I think that was number 8. If we can zoom in.
Wow.
That was number 11. Number 11.
Wow.
Fletcher Files, number 11.
It's
Thanks,
not even
Steve.
the 1 yard line.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Fletcher
Perfect.
with a huge special teams play, and now Hanahan's got their work cut out for him.
Safety
Just
be
to
nice right here.
get out of the shadow of their own goalposts. They're down there so close to that shark head they can smell his dead fish breath.
God, it makes me want to brush my teeth.
And they're going to be in the shotgun formation. I think I'd be
They're
under
throwing it.
center. They're throwing it over to the right side. Incomplete. Their receiver had room over there on the right side. Zay Offord was playing off by quite a few yards, but the pass was just not on target. That's going to make it 2nd and 10. Ball on the 1 yard line. After a great Coleman friend zone punt was downed by Fletcher Files. Plays like that really make the difference in a close ball game. The quarterback, Shelton,
Quarterback
takes
sneak.
it. He's going to
They
keep
got
it.
him. Red
We're
Powell.
right there. Rhett Powell, the linebacker, waiting on him, and he does another Powell driver.
Not like his mama either.
Happy birthday, Mama. Margaret
Big
Powell
five-oh.
today. Ooh, that's a big one. I would have guessed 30.
Making me look bad now, Robert.
3rd down and 10. Hanahan with the play of the game for them. The clock now under 3 minutes. Shelton,
Pass
the
play,
quarterback.
pass play.
We're trying to get him in the
Get him.
backfield. Get him, Dana!
Fumble,
Dana hit him!
fumble,
Right to the goal line! He fumbled the ball!
Hanahan picked it back up. They're down about the 3 yard line.
Number 50, Foster Nikoden
We got timeout
makes the
Hanahan.
recovery for Hanahan, but it doesn't do him much good because now they're going to have 4th down. And they're going to have to punt it from deep in their own end zone with 2:41 to play in the ball game. Everything looking good right now for the Land Sharks.
Just don't get the.
We don't want to make any mistakes. This would be a time for the Rico Harrell or Zay Offord receiver to just let this one fall to
And
the
you
ground.
cannot rush. You cannot hit the punter. You got to stay clear of him. Make sure you don't have a fake punt. Surely they wouldn't do that, but
No penalties, no
Yeah.
mistakes.
you do that, and you're close to a good victory.
Big game here for both teams. It will essentially decide the region in which these two teams seem to be the elite. I don't know. I'd like to see Bishop England play Hanahan. I think that'll be a good ball game.
Yeah, that would be a good ball game. When's that, next week?
I don't know. What I do know is that Hanahan is going for it. 4th down and 7 from their own end zone with 2:41 to go in the ball game. Quarterback shotgun. Drops. He wants to throw it. Rolls right. He has lots of time. Deep in his
Short.
end zone. He throws it out of bounds. I don't know who he was
I
throwing
don't
that
know.
to. I think he threw it to his offensive coordinator. And we're going to take it over. And
Wow, I
Yeah.
can't believe they did that.
I believe this is Rhett Powell time now.
Yeah, we're on the 3 yard line.
Or maybe even don't risk a handoff. And quarterback sneak it a couple of times.
Jumbo.
Shouldn't be hard for these big, strong offensive linemen. And there's Will Gauze coming back on the field.
It's good to see him coming back.
Glad to see that. It looks like Fletcher's going to be in there.
Come on, you got
Sure
9
enough,
seconds left.
Rhett Powell is your running back.
Timeout, Oceanside.
We're running out of time on the clock.
Wow. Time management hasn't been too good on this game. Golly, my hairs are turning gray.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've been on the sideline the whole time.
Timmy didn't go in.
No cussing. So, doesn't
What'd
get
you
much better than this, Brian.
What did you say? No, okay. Well,
I'm not listening to what anybody else
I
is
didn't
saying.
hear nothing.
What I do know
That's
is
a Chad Greer comment almost. Just kidding, Coach.
there's 2.5 minutes to go in this ball game. We're up 10-7. This is the closest game I can remember calling for quite a while for the Land Sharks. Even the Barnwell game wasn't this close, unfortunately.
Probably that Legion game.
Yeah,
Yeah, it reminds you a lot of the Legion game.
this is a character-building ball game, though, because the Sharks were trailing most of the way. And then they took charge with their offensive line and made some big running plays. Now we're in the I formation, quarterback sneak. He follows that left guard, it looks like Will Gauze. Falls forward for a little bit, but not much. Clock still going.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Not sure how many timeouts Hanahan has left. 0, I'm told, from the peanut gallery.
Looks like we're just going to kneel it.
2 minutes. Well, somebody
Better
may
not.
have done some math, but I'd like to put it in there.
I sure would,
Garrison's under center, takes the snap, gives it to number 40, Timmy Castine. It makes you a little nervous.
I didn't know where the ball went, Robert.
Timmy took that handoff, and he ran around the right side, but of course Timmy is normally a defensive tackle.
Infection game of 1.
Clock is moving. 1 minute, 35 seconds, 34, 33. We're taking our time.
That's sure
The
like to
play
get
clock
some points on the board here.
down to about 17, 16. Let the clock run, guys. Let's run it down as low as it can go, and then let's put the ball in the end zone and go home. Timmy still in the backfield. Lamar Prelo also in there. Garrison
it,
under
snap
center.
it.
We moved a little bit, but I think they drew us off. I think they had a guy in the neutral
I think
zone.
the clock. I think that was clock went out.
There was definitely movement on
There-
the defensive and offensive line.
The clock was down to 0.
Let's see. The referee has multiple choices here. Dead
Like-
ball, foul, offsides,
Wow,
defense.
All right.
This monitor came in handy.
Good job, Robert. I was way off on that one.
That's all right. We can get my face down in this monitor. Justin Kepley's doing a great job with the camera tonight. You can see those details.
He's
a
done
lot
so
better.
good. We're going to bring him back next week.
Yes, we are. Justin has earned his keep. So Timmy's still in there as the sole running back. Well, not true. Lamar also in there. Oh, they bumping each other.
Touchdown.
Timmy comes away with it, scores a touchdown behind Jacob
Nice seeing
Ashley, who
Timothy
loses
get
his
one.
helmet. And that other offensive lineman in the end zone is 72, Mickey Lee, the senior on senior night. So the Sharks are going to win this ball game. We put points on the board and lead it 16-7 now with 47 seconds to play. And just in time to preserve my voice for another day. Spencer coming on to put on the PAT. We fumble it. Spencer just drop it. He throws to an
He
incomplete
got rid of that
pass.
one quick. He threw a spiral, too.
Spencer McKinley showing his desire to be a quarterback one day. Picked that bad snap up and threw it harmlessly to the end zone. Brian Hanahan's got to be really disappointed because they came to play today.
We shut him down that second half, though,
We did.
defensively.
Really starting about when there was about halfway through the second quarter is when we really started taking control. Every game our offense seems to start off slow,
Yeah.
looking maybe a little jittery. It doesn't help that this is only the third ball game of the season.
Yeah, with no spring ball at all, it's kind of hard to get in a little rhythm, but, you know, if that starts coming around quickly.
Spencer now going to get to kick it off. So he didn't see the field in the first half, but he's been out here a fair number of times in the fourth quarter. Land Sharks leading the ball game, 16-7. Over Hanahan in this Region 8 3A game that will probably decide the region championship. Spencer's kick down to the 4-yard line. I'm sorry, the 8, where it's fumbled. And the referee called it down on the 8-yard line.
Stepped out of bounds at
said the receiver stepped out of bounds after scooping up that kick. Hanahan, not much they can really do now. Even if they scored a touchdown and converted a 2-point conversion, they would still be a point shy. And they don't have an offense that's built for scoring quickly, which in the first half made me really nervous, but now makes me really happy.
When you're happy, it just makes me smile.
Quarterback takes it, hands it off. We hit him in the backfield. He ain't going anywhere.
Number 39, Kevon Rivera.
Rivera, number 39, the freshman, has played a good game. So has the other running back, number 34, Josh Shaw. The quarterback, number 12, Jonathan Shelton, has gone all the way. And it looks like the clock is just going to expire. There's 21 seconds on the play clock, 8 seconds on the time clock. And maybe they'll snap this last time. Quarterback takes it, hands it off. Timmy Castine grabs him around the waist and says, I didn't score that touchdown.
That was Dana who went like 7 feet in the air over that tagger. Did you see that?
And Dana's a happy boy, as are all the Land Sharks. They're now celebrating on their sideline.
This game's all about playoff seeds. We just took the lead in the region.
So, Brian, quickly, let's look ahead. Next week, we have Battery Creek back here at the Citadel, same time, same place.
Yep, Hanahan beat them, I believe, 36-0.
So Battery Creek probably not excited about facing the Sharks.
No.
And then the next week,
Academic
we have
Magnet.
Academic Magnet. And what do they call their fans? The bird cage or something?
Yeah. They get a little wild and crazy down there.
They do.
That was
I have a soft spot in my heart for the Raptors because my daughter graduated there last year. But anyway, after we get through that one, we'll have probably our toughest game of the season against Gray Collegiate.
Yep, I agree with you on that one.
And that's going to be here as well.
Yep.
And that'll be for the Pinnacle Cup, which we own and have had now for the last 2 seasons.
It's always an exciting game.
So thanks for joining us. We're going to call it a night. This is Robert Brunson.
And Brian Powell. See y'all next week.
See you next week. That is not a graceful move with the headphones.